Hello, my love. We are light, not flesh and bones. You know what happened today? I woke up before the alarm clock was ringing. It's always ringing at 5. Okay, I woke up and Holy Spirit, I can say the love, the voice of our Holy Self spoke to me. And with one jump, I felt I'm light. Explained to me that I'm only light. What a liberation, I'm light. And there's only one light. So I understood from one moment to the other. When we are one light, sharing one light, I understood in the depths the first time. Light in one is light in all. We are one light. Not separate. One mind, one light, one heart, one life. Sharing one identity. Call it the Christ or the Buddha nature or the self or whatever the beingness, the stillness. We are that light. We are God. God is light. Life is light. Life and light and love are one. That's what we are. So why to struggle? No. We just look within, and that's the lesson of today. And when we look within, we find what? God, the light, the Holy Self, us. In our mind is the altar of truth. And to that altar, to that light, we bring all the false, and it will vanish, because it's not real. Actually, we made all the figures and all the forms out of light. We condensed it with ideas. So when we let the ideas go, love and light omnipresent is there. That's all. And the world is done. Undone. We release everyone, every being. Every human, every animal, every form, doesn't matter. We just release everything to the light and love. Beautiful. So we start again with some thoughts from the introduction. Now we attempt to let the exercise be merely a beginning, for we wait in quiet expectation for our God and Father. He has promised he will take the final step himself. And we are sure his promises are kept. We have come far along the road, and now we wait for him. We will continue spending time with him each morning and night, as long as makes us happy. He wants to make us happy, so we will be with him. We will not consider time a matter of duration now. We use as much as we will need for the result that we desire. Nor will we forget our hourly amendments in between, calling to God when we have need of him and we are tempted to forget our road. We will continue with the central thought of all the days to come, and we will use that thought to introduce our times of rest and calm our minds at need. Yet we will not content ourselves with simple practicing in remaining holy instants. Will conclude the year that we have given God. We say some simple words of welcome. Accept our Father to reveal himself, and accept our Father to reveal himself, and as he has promised. Isn't that beautiful? We have called on him, and he has promised that his Son will not remain unanswered when he calls his name. I did so, and the Father, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. So beautiful that I with everyone have stayed forever in his love arms, and I should just remember this and let this world I made up be undone, enlightened every being, because we are all light. One light. One light, one life, one love, one heart, one beingness, one self. That's it. Beautiful. And now the reflection on the second coming. The second coming. What is the second coming? How it was today? When I read this with the Holy Spirit, he told me he would always give some extra inspiration so that I understand deeper what is meant with this. And this was very helpful. Yes, Christ's second coming, which is sure as God, is merely the correction of mistakes and the return to sanity. And he said, God is all there is. Light is all there is. And God is the only existence. And God wills that we all awaken in his light. So the second coming is as sure as God because he wants it. It's his will. And when we accept his will as our will, as we do today and did yesterday, then it's sure. The world will be undone and everyone comes back in the light. It is a part of the condition that restores the never lost and re-establishes what is forever and forever true. We are one in God. It is the invitation of God's word to take illusion's place, the willingness to let forgiveness rest upon all things without exception and without reserve. So when we undo everything we made up out of fear, attack pictures, love and light is there, the omnipresence of the Father. It is all-inclusive nature of Christ's second coming that permits it to embrace the world and hold you safe within its gentle advent, which encompasses all living things with you. So I am the whole. I embrace with the Father the whole creation. But also I am the whole creation. So I am embraced practically also by me, by the Christ I am. There is no end to the release the second coming brings, and God's creation must be limitless, as God's creation must be limitless. Forgiveness lights the second coming's way, because it shines on everything as one, and that's the main point. We are one, we are equal. Everyone has given God himself to everyone, and so we share one identity, and thus in oneness, and thus is oneness recognized at last. So in that oneness is all healing. You are me and I'm you. We share one identity. That's so beautiful. No one is more, no one is less, no competition, no struggling. All the gifts of God are mine and all the gifts of God are yours. We are sharing one identity. That's all. The second coming ends the lesson that the Holy Spirit teaches, making way for the last judgment, in which learning ends in one last summary that will extend beyond itself and reaches up to God. That is the judgment of God. You are my beloved Son, one with me, holy and whole. The second coming is a time in which all minds are given to the hands of Christ, to be returned into spirit in the name of true creation and the will of God. So we give our mind to Holy Spirit, which is the voice of our Christ self. And so we are returned to spirit in the Father. And we acknowledge our will one with the Father. That's it. The second coming is a one event in which time itself cannot, which time cannot affect. For everyone who ever came to die, or yet will come, or who is present now, is equally released from what he made. So all what we made up with the idea of separation is not real. So when we turn the light on for everyone, the darkness is gone. In this equality is Christ restored as one identity, in which the sons of God acknowledge that they all are one. That's all. So when we acknowledge this today, that we all are one, past is gone in the present. And that is so much joy. We are one light. We are light. One light, one life, one love, one heart. A beautiful one identity. And God the Father smiles upon his Son, his one creation and his only joy. Definitely, we are the joy of the Father. I'm the treasure of the Father, and Father is not complete without me. And reality is not complete without me. I'm part of God and part of you. Pray that the second coming will be soon, but do not rest with that. It needs your eyes and ears and hands and feet. It needs your voice, and most of all, it needs your willingness. Yes, I'm willing to help you, Holy Spirit, to liberate everyone from the insane projection I made. Let us rejoice that we can do God's will and join together in its holy light. We are all one light. Behold, the Son of God is one in us. And we can reach our Father's love through him. So we look inside. There's our kingdom, God's kingdom, the Christ. And so we reach in us, looking inside to the Father's love through him. So Christ is in me, light is in me, I'm the whole, there's no one but me. I look inside for everyone and behold the Son of God, and through him the Father. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful, clear plan of salvation. Actually, that's the only valuable plan in all the plans I made up as an ego. I really have to let go. I have to laugh about my attempts to make a foundation of peace and to rescue the world and to help the humans and the animals. This is so ridiculous. They're just panic pictures. Beloved, we are light. We are one light, one love, and share one identity, and we just love each other. We always stayed back home in the Father. There we are. So now the lesson. I only have to laugh of the nonsense we make up. Don't take it serious. Just let it go. It's not real. This is all not real. Lesson 309. I will not fear to look within today. I will not fear to look within today. Within me is eternal innocence, because it is God's will that it be there forever and forever. Isn't that beautiful? He created me innocent. I'm innocent. I, his son, whose will is limitless, as his own, can will no change in this. No. I'm whole and holy in the Father, and that's in me. For to deny my Father's will is to deny my own. To look within is but to find my will as God created it, and as it is. I fear to look within because I think I made another will that is not true, and made it real. So this whole world isn't real. It's the opposite of the love. And so I have to let go it fully in one holy instant. Finish. Yet it has no effects. Isn't that beautiful? It has no effects. All that nonsense we believed has no effect on our reality. Within me is a holiness of God. I give another thought to it. Within me is a holiness of God, and the wholeness. I'm whole and holy. Yes, in me is a holiness of God. Within me is a memory of him. Isn't that beautiful? We look inside, we find in our mind the whole kingdom, God and us, the Holy Self, and are liberated. And nothing in outside you can find which gives you any pleasure. No, limited forms cannot give you any pleasure. They just keep you in hell. The step I take today, my Father, is my sure release from the idle dreams of sin. Your altar stands serene and undefiled. It is a holy altar to myself, and there I find my true identity. Yes, in myself. Isn't that beautiful? We just travel in the inside, in the stillness, and all we get is liberation. We don't have to strive for anything. No. Just in my holy relation to you, understanding you are one in God, your only light, and let go all the stories of me and of you. Open the mind to the light, and there we find ourselves. Inside of us, the wholeness, the holiness, the oneness, and more is not to find. I find myself in you. I love myself in you, and so I love myself. And when I do it with everyone, the world is redeemed. That's my function, to see beyond the form which I projected, the wholeness and holiness of the Holy Son of God in everyone. And today we do that jump. Okay, well, Jesus, very clear, I feel. Not fantastic, but very peaceful. I'm light. This is really such a transformation to understand I'm light. Now I understand what enlightenment means. It doesn't mean more that I'm not a body, I'm light. And light is one, and light is true, and light and love is all there is. So that's it. And as one light, one life, I embrace the whole creation. That's it. And all the figures I made up can't be real. So all the wars, the calamities, all what I adored in the past, the flowers, the animals, the forms of humans, no, it's not real. Wars, hell, killing, separating, not real. Just pictures, nothing. I let it go and let the light be shining away what is not real. That's all. Yes, I feel I'm awakened. I feel the love of the Father, I feel embraced, I feel the oneness with every brother. So what else can be done? Well, that's true, Jesus. To shine away all the pictures I made up. So they are still in my mind. I have to let them go. That's the word. Just let them go. In truth, they're all undone already. You have done your work, Jesus, and all the resurrected brothers and Holy Spirit. So, yes, that's true. He is saying, when you accept that I, Jesus, have learned everything and you are one with me, you have learned everything. And that's true. And Holy Spirit is my voice of my holy self. And definitely he has learned all the lessons. When I accept his guidance, I'm free. That's all. Beautiful. I repeat the lesson. Lesson 309. I will not fear to look within today. Within me is eternal innocence, because it is God's will that it be there forever and forever. So we made up this world with the idea of guilt and separation. So when we accept our innocence, world is gone. I, his son, so whose will is limitless as his own, can will no change in this now. For to deny my Father's will is to deny my own. To look within is but to find my will as God created it, and as it is. So with the Holy Spirit, I'm guided back to my will. My will be done, together with Father's. I fear to look within because I think I made another will that is not true, and made it real. So the whole world I made up is not real. I have to let it go, and my will be done with Father's. Everyone is equal, everyone is whole and holy in the Father. We live all there where He has placed us. Yet it has no effects. We are back home in the Father. It has no effects. Nothing. If somebody attacks me, what he projects on me doesn't matter. I'm safe in the Father. I have to be in the Father as a light, and nothing can happen. Yet it has no effects. Within me is the holiness of God. I'm whole and holy. Within me is a memory of Him. I remember God in me. Open my heart and mind for Him, for the light and the love. Then this body serves only as a communication instrument or for blessings and to give the word of truth to the other brothers. And this body cannot fall sick and definitely not die. I'm light. Light cannot die. I'm light. I'm spirit in the Father. Immortal. Unlimited. That's my truth and that's the truth of everyone. That's what we are. The step I take today, my Father, is my sure release from idle dreams of sin. Your altar stands serene and undefiled. It is a holy altar to myself, and there I find my true identity. That's the whole course. To make that jump back to my whole identity, my real identity, being the Son of God, the extension of the Father, whole and holy, forever happy in the Father. Nobody has ever left the Father. Nobody can fall out of the Father. We are in Him, happy, joined in one holy self. That's all. So enjoy your beingness, enjoy your release to find God in yourself, in your mind, and yourself, your true identity. Have a beautiful day, my love. Just be happy. You have a right to all the gifts of God. You are not a body. You are not at all a body. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. Isn't it right? Never born and will never die and cannot fall sick. No. No wars, no calamities. We just undo them in our mind. Finished with the world of death and suffering. Finished today. Okay, that is the quantum leap we make together. Have a beautiful day.